Hey 8th graders, continuing to look at lines, graphs of linear equations. So lesson 20, every line is a graph of a linear equation. Lesson 21, some facts about graphs of linear equations in two variables. So if the slope of the line is 1/4 and the y-intercept point is 0,5, what is the equation of the line? Now remember, our slope form is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So how do we write it? Y equals 1/4 x plus 5. Okay. Next one, if the slope of the line is -2 and the y-intercept point is 0, -1, what is the equation of the line? So again, y equals -2x minus 1. Okay. So now it says, using the following points, determine the slope of the line, then find the y-intercept. So using this formula, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, we would take 1 minus 4 over 4 minus a -1, right? So we end up with -3 on the top, a +5 on the bottom, or a -3/5 for our slope. Okay, now to find our y-intercept, we plug in one of the ordered pairs for the x and y. So -1 and 4 to get b by itself. So we have -3/5 times -1, which gives us a +3/5, which I did not write properly over here, so let me just fix that quick. Sorry. This should be a positive. So we're subtracting it. Okay, my apologies for that. So 4 equals 3/5 plus b, so we subtract 3/5 from both sides. We end up with 17/5 equals b. So we would rewrite the whole equation. We'd have y equals -3/5 x plus 17 over b. Okay, let's look at a different one. So we'd write them out like this. Our slope is going to be 3/2, or 3/2. So again, we want to find the y-intercept also. We plug in 4 and 0. 3/2 times 4 gives us a 6. So we subtract 6, subtract 6. Just a second here, and that should be a negative here. My goodness. Sometimes signs are not that easy, guys. So this should be -6. Because if we subtract the 6, we end up with a -6 equals b. Y equals 3/2 x minus 6 for our equation. Okay. All right. Now some facts about linear equations. So it says let x1, y1, and x2, y2 be the coordinates of two distinct points on the graph of a line L. We find the slope of the line by m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Next, as soon as you multiply the slope by the denominator of the fraction above, you get the following equation. Okay, slope is m, by the denominator is x2 minus x1, so then you have m times x2 minus x1 equals y2 minus y1. Given a known x, y, so for the instance that we had when we used our ordered pairs, then the equation is written as m times x minus x1 equals y minus y1. The following is the slope-intercept form of a line. That's the slope-intercept form equation, y equals mx plus b. In the above equation, m is slope and 0b is the y-intercept point. Most of this is stuff you already knew from the last couple lessons, but just looking at it in more general terms. So a couple more, we're going to do the same thing. So use the points, find the slope and y-intercept, and then write the equation in slope-intercept form. And these we are going to do on our little whiteboard. So we take, y2 minus y1, that's a 2, over x2 minus x1. We get -2 minus a negative 3 over 2 minus a negative 1. So these are both going to end up being positives, positive. So negative 2 plus 3 is going to be negative 1 over 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay, so we have negative 1/3. Now to find our y-intercept, let's use this first equation. So negative 1, negative 3. Oops. Sorry about that. So we have negative 3 equals negative 1/3 times negative 1 plus b. So basically we're going to just make this positive. So we have negative 3 equals 1/3 plus b, because negative times a negative is positive and we're multiplying by 1. We subtract 1/3, subtract 1/3, and b is going to equal negative 3 1/3. So we rewrite the equation. Y equals negative 1/3 x plus, minus 3 1/3. So that would be your slope-intercept form. Okay, next one, negative 3/7 to 8. So we take 8 minus 7 over 2 minus a negative 3. So again, these will be added. 8 minus 7 is 1. 2 plus 3 is 5. So y equals 1/5 x plus b. Let's use the second equation. So 8 equals 1/5 times 2 plus b. 2 times 1 is 2. 5 times 1 is 5. So 8 equals 2/5 plus b minus 2/5 minus 2/5. We get 7 3/5 equals b. Again, we rewrite the equation. Y equals 1/5 x plus 7 3/5. Okay, so you find the slope, then find the y-intercept by plugging in one of the ordered pairs, then rewrite it in slope-intercept form. So that's it for today's lesson. Your assignment is to complete the Edmodo questions for lessons 20 and 21. You will basically go through the same thing. So I'll give you 2 ordered pairs. You'll find the slope. Then the next question, you'll find the y-intercept. Then the next question, you will find the, or write the slope-intercept form. So basically 3 steps per set of ordered pairs. So 3 questions per ordered pairs. Please let me know if there's any questions or something you're still confused on so that we can figure that out and work through it together. Otherwise, have a wonderful day.